Alright, this is update number 3. Probably the last warm day we're going to have for a while, so I'm going to try to get all this painted today. This inner frame structure and the firewall. This truck was originally black, so I'm going with the black firewall. I usually like to try to color match it to whatever you're going to paint the cab, but since I don't know right now, I'm just going to go gloss black. It'll be simple, easy, and easy to clean. I would do a satin or something like that, or bed liner, but it makes it really hard to clean it, so this will be easier. In these kind of heavy areas where it's got more surface rust, I'm going to use some chassis saver. Pretty much the same as POR 15, but a little bit cheaper. Anyway, as you can see, 350's out, and 350's right here. Can I tell you about this? Well, I really do plan on holding on to it because it ran so good. It's got obviously a lot of oil leaks from sitting around a lot, but rear main seal leaks a little bit, but you know, I'm just gonna hold on to it. I had thoughts of regasking it and throwing it in the black truck just to get it going, but I don't know if that's gonna end up happening or not. But it's a good truck, good motor, so hold on to it. As you can see though, I did pull the clamshell mounts right off the frame when I took the engine out. I find it to be easier to do it that way than to try to pull the pins and lift it. Those can be a real bear to line up as well, and they're in pretty good condition. The one over here has a little bit of slop in it, this one doesn't, but those are going to get replaced with the competition mounts from DIY 4X, only really because I'm running polyurethane transmission mount, so you should always match your motor mounts to your transmission mounts. If you don't, then one will flex more than the other. Puts a lot of stress on your transmission to transfer case adapter and cause it to crack, so easy enough to fix, so we're fixing it. Got all the factory wiring, I'm going to reuse it all. I'm not really thrilled about using the thinner and smaller alternators, but at this time I don't really feel like rewiring all that crap. In addition here, we're going to be doing, we're going to really be trying to get this thing together in less than 3 weeks. I have the end of year run for my 4x4 club. It's happening on the, let me think here, the weekend of the 8th of November, so really want to get this thing up and running in the next 2 weeks, so we have about a week to screw with it, make sure it's good. Here's the original paint color right here. This truck used to be all gloss black with red pinstriping going down the doors and the bed and stuff. It was pretty nice looking, or so I'm told. So you guys, there's the update. I'm going to get this thing painted today and then get back to work on the motor that's going in it. And I really do hope to have this in by the end of the week, have the block in the frame and be hooking things up. The only issue I've been really running into is twofold. I've been running into flywheel bolt issues, and the weather is not going to be cooperative at all this week. It's going to rain a lot, and that really slows you down when you got to work outside and try to put things in. I don't want all this stuff to get all rusty anyway, so take my time with it. The thing with the flywheel bolts is I've been told that the 6.2 uses a metric bolt, and going online and stuff looking for those metric bolts has been dang near impossible. Now to me it seemed logical that GM would use the same flywheel bolts because they had been using the same flywheel bolts from everything from, you know, the 250 all the way up through, you know, the 454, same bolts. Makes sense. Why make more than one bolt for the same job, especially when it's rated, you know, to the strength of holding a flywheel on a 454. So I've been trying to find them, and I called the dealer, and the dealer gave me a part number for the same bolt they've used from 1946 all the way up through about 98. And upon crossing that, it came out to be a 7/16-20 by 1 inch. They don't list anything as a metric bolt and they didn't give me a part number for a metric bolt. So that leads me to believe that I'm correct in my assumption that they are the same bolts between a big block Chevy, small block Chevy, 6.2 diesel. Also on these 6.2 diesels, everything is metric except for the bell housing bolts and the motor mount bolts. Again, so why would the crankshaft bolts not be standard as well? So what we're going to do there is we're just going to use the small block Chevy bolts. I'm going to call the dealer one more time and have him cross-reference the number between a 77 Chevy and a 6.2 out of an 86, just to be sure. But that's the way I'm leaning right now. In addition, we're going to be running the aluminum bell housing off the back of this, and then I have the strut support rods that go from the motor mounts down to the bottom of the bell housing. So I'm going to see if those will fit. If they will, we'll be running those as well. A little extra strength and keep the torque from cracking the bell. So that's where I'm at right now. It's taking me a lot longer than I thought to paint things. Got this valve cover done. As you can see, it's got some imperfections and dents in it mainly, but you know what? Who cares? The other thing too is the 6.2s, while you can get valve cover gaskets for them, didn't factory use valve cover gaskets. Actually, the military manual recommends you use either silicone or great stuff for that seal. So I'm going to go out and get some of that great stuff and use that on the seals. Torque is 16 foot-pounds on the valve cover bolts. So we're going to be reassembling this beast. Everything's going to be cleaned up and painted. Should look pretty sharp when it's all done. And I can't wait to get this thing in and get it running and go four-wheeling in 3 weeks. So that's my goal. That's where I'm at. Look for an update maybe later today when I get this painted. And take care.